All right. It would appear that we're live. Would appear that we're live, at least according to YouTube Studio. So I'm going to go under that assumption until some people show up. It's before I start talking, and this is probably going to be a short video. I just wanted to mention a really strange discovery just now. Apparently, they're putting ads now, those ubiquitous, idiotic TikTok ads you see before every YouTube video, and it's usually a two-parter. This was one of the more obnoxious things or changes they've implemented at YouTube over the past couple of years. Instead of simply having one pre-roll ad, they have two back-to-back. So you have to wait about 5 seconds if you don't use ad blocker before watching a video. And apparently they've added that to the intro video video to my channel. For those of you who want to, you can check it out. It's the first video you see when you go to my page, and it's basically a 3-minute long description or summary of what the intent of this channel is. And apparently you're getting ads now before you open it up, at least on the mobile. I don't know if it's the same on desktop, but I would love to hear some feedback. Those of you who are watching or going to watch this video, just click on the intro video and see if you get those, because I've never gotten that before. Hey, GW. I've never gotten ads on my videos before. It's really weird. I think the only times that they put ads on my videos there were two or three videos that had music on them, and they weren't copyright struck. They weren't copyright struck, but they had one of those warnings, or not warnings, but disclaimers explaining that YouTube was going to monetize it. You weren't going to see any money, but they were going to monetize it, which is how it usually works. Even if your channel is monetized, most creators usually see very little profit from it. But those videos, those might have ads on them. There are about 2 or 3 of them. Back when I was doing videos from Staten Island television, and I used to upload these half-hour long videos from Staten Island TV, pre-recorded. Of course, they stopped that and basically banned anyone from entering the studios if you didn't get the Fauci ouchie. So that was a previous era in this channel's history. But anyway, yeah, for those of you who, yeah, just check out my intro video and see if there are ads there. I don't know. I'd like someone to confirm it, but oh yeah, Jimmy Carter and Lawrence Wright wrote an interesting book about the Camp David peace accords, and it was very anti Menachem Begin. When you look at, but it was still a fascinating book. It kind of looked at all three sides. He was less critical of the Egyptian and the side and the American mediation, but he basically wrote a book about the Camp David Accords. But that's not that surprising, since he was very pro. I mean, of course, he was probably most notorious for not really supporting the Shah. So when the Islamic Revolution happened, even though he eventually offered Shah Pahlavi sanctuary of a sort, he a lot of, particularly the monarchists, Persian monarchists, and supporters of the Pahlavis, they think he did a lot to ensure his demise. Although realistically, I think a lot of, um, I think the Shah's fall was sort of predetermined, and he had a lot. He contributed a lot to his own regime's demise, but Carter certainly didn't help. Yeah, yeah, Trudeau, Gary Trudeau, the other Trudeau, he's almost as bad as Justin, the Doonesbury cartoonist. And I personally, I never understood the appeal of Doonesbury. It seems like one of those comic strips that's designed to appeal solely to people who watch things like Rachel Maddow or Mused by Stephen Colbert. It's not something that an ordinary person would find humorous. But just to touch on the Rushdie affair, apparently he had a lecture where someone jumped on to jumped on stage and stabbed him in the neck. Now, of course, he's in the 70s. He was airlifted to a hospital. This happened in New York. And for those of you who haven't um, been to book signings, or these lectures,